We're on the ice with wild skating coach Diane Ness and wild defenseman Jared Spurgeon. And we're going to go back to the basics here. And I think a lot of people just assume because a player like Jared Spurgeon is such a good skater that he did things differently than maybe the kids out there watching right now. But it does start from square one.
From mites and squirts, you want to make sure that you're not being taught or the coaches are not teaching in the wiggle position, because you get into bad habits of moving your
You see kids all the time doing that wiggle thing.
Right. You want to just be focused on moving your legs and your feet and just go from side to side with one push, then the other. There's no necessary movement of the upper body whatsoever. You want to have a quiet upper body. So he's going to demonstrate backward skating with quiet upper body and moving his legs and feet and getting as much power out of him as possible. His chest is going to be up, Kevin, and look at the knee bend.
Wow, that's incredible. And really, as you mentioned it, it looked to me like Jared Spurgeon was sitting in a chair, but even so, he was really moving.
Right, right. Now, one thing I want to impress upon all the young kids out there and the coaches, it's not the frequency of the pushes, it's the strength and power of each push. We could hear the good edges coming off of your pushes, and it wasn't where you were going out of control with movement. How many times, Jared, don't you just do 2 or maybe 3 pushes, and the play changes and you've moved?
Yeah, there's all the time. You're not going more than 3 to 4 strides where you're going in the same direction. So
right.
Being on your edges is huge, and you have to be able to be mobile around the rink.
And I think, you know, for a lot of young defensemen, they get on the ice, they want to dangle with the puck, they want to go shoot the puck after practice. They all want to work on the offense side of the puck. When you were a youngster, to get to where you are now as such an elite skater, what are some things you did to get to here?
A lot of little drills after practice. You can get guys to dump the puck in for you, and you can just have little races into the corners to do that kind of stuff, but it comes with repetition. So I think the more you practice it, the easier it's going to come and the more natural it'll be.
It's amazing that this guy has developed the skill that he has. As a smaller player in the league, you rarely see this guy get beat in the corners, and part of it is basics, and we saw it today.
And he travels so far per push. The pushes are not a short distance. He goes maybe from blue line to red line on 1.5 pushes.
It's amazing.
So that's power and strength.
Great drill out there for you kids to watch, and then watch Jared Spurgeon during the games take those drills onto the game sheet and make a difference for the Minnesota Wild night in and night out.